Morning, guys. Morning. Morning one more time.
Indeed.
It's morning, isn't it?
Unfortunately.
No, man. That's a good thing, Jade. The day is young.
And hot.
Thereby hot.
My God.
But, guys, it is September 6th. It's Terrific Tuesday. And you're here with me, the SKN, for Island Tea.
Indeed. Welcome back. Good morning.
Yeah, man. Hanging out with us, your faves. Me, Azam Bailey, and of course, sitting next to me is Jade Gwenigwenidita, CPL Matter Stewart, Tupoff Johnson. And
I want to call me when I change them.
You know, it depends what energy the hairstyle give me.
I got you.
Depend on the energy. But yeah, guys, we're hanging out with you until 10 o'clock and all thereabout.
Indeed.
In thereabout. And we have some people supposed to join us today.
Yeah, man.
Hanging
Doing
out.
good things.
Yeah, so stay locked, stay tuned. You don't want to miss anything. But Jade?
When I sleepy bad, you know.
Yeah. Why are you so sleepy? Talk to us.
Man, no. I honestly don't. I went to sleep at the ripe hour of 12. Maybe a little after. 12:15ish.
That's when you went in your bed, or that's when you think you fell asleep?
That's when I fell asleep. I went to bed around 12, so I probably fell asleep around 12:15, 12:30.
What's your sleep routine? Like, you just once you hit your bed, that's it? You're pass out?
Yeah, if I can't, I just play a little rain music. That usually solves the problem. But if I'm tired, yeah, I don't have to worry about it.
I do the worst thing ever. I just watch content. But depends. It could be a movie, could be a documentary. I used to do this thing where I'd find the most boring documentary, the most uninteresting documentary.
You might think you're boring, next thing you get into it.
That's why I had to stop doing it. I tell you, I found a documentary one time about lettuce and had me there for like 3 hours.
Can't believe it.
Had me there for 3 hours, can't go sleep. But generally, there are some, generally I pass out eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think my body just not readjusted to school hours. Because when you have to wake up to get somebody ready.
Right.
School, I usually wake up around 6:20 is the latest that I'm out of my bed.
Yeah. So that's why it is. You're back into school mode and you're just doing the readjustments.
Yeah, because last week I was waking up when I had cricket at 9. Hope Zach ain't hear that. Had to be at the park at 10.
It don't matter. You were at the park.
Yeah, on time.
Yeah, and I think that shift does cause a lot of things. You know, you see from tomorrow, everybody gotta leave the house at least 10 minutes earlier because the traffic gonna be ridiculous.
Oh yeah, because
you see how jiggy the traffic been the last few months?
Yeah, man. Because tomorrow is when most schools open, right? Well, the other schools that have not been open.
Right. So, like this morning, you know, I just take my day a little time.
You could do that.
Any of the stops that I hit, ain't too bad. Just
wait until tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let that stop coming out on New Road and thing.
The one there by
stop coming out to St. Peter's.
And then the one by not Convent. What's that school called? 7 there?
Oh yeah. Well, once you reach down on Pond Road.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
But before that, wish you best of luck.
But to all the parents who running around doing the last minute prep for the kids, good luck with that today.
Yeah, I have some prep to do. Well, I can't call it prep because I'm majority prepped. But I have some last minute things to get today.
Loose ends to tie up.
Yeah, some little shirts to grab. Because these children that be growing out of clothes way too fast.
Oh my gosh, Jade.
I don't know.
How is it that we're putting people on the moon and like people all over the world right now could watch us on these little computers in their palms or their hands and so, right? But we ain't got clothes that go with you.
Yeah, somebody needs to fix that.
How we ain't got clothes that go with you, Jade?
It's called capitalism.
You're right.
If clothes go with you, they wouldn't make money.
Right, you're right.
So, but friends, since we got so many things to talk about today, you want to jump right into it?
Tea time here.
Yes, let's start on a wild.
You know what's wild?
Oh.
Big up the Sabre people listening right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good morning. We have penetrated Sabre. We're going good, you know? We're going good. we're on a world domination tour. But let's start.
And I love Sabre, you know.
What you?
I love Sabre.
I've never been. Somebody need to bring me to Sabre.
Jade, we need. Okay.
Fly me out, the people. What happened?
No, Jade. It's boat vibes. Boat vibes, Jade. Boat vibes.
Oh, you're not meaning that.
No. There's a nice ferry. Like, it's actually a nice boat that does go. I don't know the schedule, but it's like a nice boat, not a fishing boat, and you're getting wet when you're coming back and thing.
I'm gonna take your word for it. I think I see the boat down by the pier. Well, unless you're talking about another boat.
Well,
There's
no.
a boat that I saw that goes between here and St. Martin. Is it the same boat?
I don't know if it goes to St. Martin, but there's a boat that goes between here and Stacia and Sabre, and it's a really nice ferry, and I'm encouraging people to take trips to both Stacia and Sabre, man. Like, they're right there. I think
They're right there for sure.
it's almost like you know, when you hear people say they never go Nevis, and it's just like, ah. But a lot of us never go Stacia and Sabre either.
Yeah, that's true.
And they literally, you throw a stone and you hit Sabre.
How far? Like, how far the stone got to skip?
How far the stone got to skip? Okay, let's look at it this way. It take you like an hour to get to like Nevis, depending on some of the boats from town.
Which boat does take you an hour as a...
Sea Hustler.
Who does get...
People that get Sea Hustler, I mean. So basically, like, what I'm saying is you're willing to be on a boat for an hour to get to Nevis, right? You take you what? 2 hours maybe to get to not even.
That's a long... Just go to sleep, man.
Go sleep. Download something on your device of choice. Put in your headphones.
I'm not off. Listen, when I was coming from Nevis, right? Last Friday. That boat ride was so smooth that I fell asleep and my mouth was wide open. Like, you ever catch yourself with your mouth open?
Yeah.
And then I woke up, I was like, oh gosh, everybody watching me with my mouth open. To only realize everybody else mouth open too.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody had fling back, mouth open.
Yeah, hurricane come in water smooth.
Deep sleep.
Hurricane come in water
That was a good
smooth.
sleep. That was a good sleep.
Dribble all down your side of your face.
Thankfully I didn't, but you know, if there was a possibility that I could have
No. If the boat had jocked once or twice, then you'll just leave.
Yeah, it would have leaked something. But you know, thankfully it didn't.
Nice.
There was a little pretty girl next to me. She was like, "Miss, you're so pretty." I was like, "Thank you."
No, you're pretty too.
Yeah. And then when I woke up, two of us had just come back. Sleep. I had to wake up.
What about yours? You come account?
Next edition, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Quick
Yeah, man.
quick
Smooth
jump over.
sailing.
Quick jump over.
Should have been longer. Let me sleep longer. And that was hitting me, like. But yes.
What's going on in the world, Jade?
Too much.
Oh boy.
As usual.
Oh boy.
So, a man was booked for rape after going ahead without paying up.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Excuse me?
He tried to walk one on a young lady. She said nope.
Okay, explain this one to me.
So it says a man has been arrested and charged following an incident in Pham Penh District, Savannah, Lamar, Westmoreland in February 2022.
Oh, Jamaica.
Of course. Charged with rape is 25-year-old Jorel Burke of Pham Penh District. Reports are that Burke had an agreement with a female to have sexual intercourse with her at a cost. At his arrival at her home, he reportedly refused to pay and held her down and had sexual intercourse with her against her will. The woman made a report to the police. On Saturday, September 4th, a police operation was conducted at Burke's house, where he was pointed out by the woman to the police. He was subsequently arrested and later charged. His court date is being finalized. So, dying like robbery too.
That's a lot. That's a lot of things here.
Theft.
That's a lot of things here. Like,
we're not on the radio. I don't know to fix them.
No. But I suspect that's because of the load shedding, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Yeah, that's happening.
Yeah. So I suspect perhaps the transmitter that covers certain areas might be down.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah, but I think that we having too many instances where people just not recognizing that no means no. As a matter of fact,
to recognize too, you know?
as a matter of fact, sir, If you even paid her the money and then she decided no would have still been no.
Yeah, she would have just got to refund you.
You could have then
But
had an
would-
argument about getting back whatever it is, the cost you
Yeah,
paid, but
she would have to just compensate you.
not
because-
really, because as far as I know, hey, big up Canada and big up California one time.
Indeed.
What part of California? Alethea. But
No, Alethea is in Canada.
that's what I say. Canada and California.
No, you said which part of California, Alethea?
Oh, what part of Canada? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we seen too much of this right now, Jade. Like, me, I understand.
Right now, as I'm saying, a right now thing,
Yeah,
you know.
you're right.
Some people, and it's not just men alone, don't understand the concept of no. And letting no mean no. And it's not a hard concept.
Yeah.
If you try to do something, or you attempt to do something, you ask to do something, whatever the case is, and the person says no, then it's just a no. Why do you then try to convince them, take it, all these things?
No is a no.
That's all. Even if you're in the middle of the act and she realize or he realize, you know what, I'm not comfortable, I don't want to do this anymore. And she says, no, stop.
The amount you pay, you don't use up the money there.
If you're told run out, well,
Yeah, if they told run out, you come off the highway.
yeah, man.
You come off the highway. That's how we go.
Simple, man.
Yeah, they told run out, you come off the highway. I mean, but
And I could relate to Scarborough.
Scarborough, big up. I
Probably
like
nice
Scarborough.
and chilly.
I have family.
Scarborough is where always chilly.
No, Scarborough is just outside Toronto. I have family in Scarborough and I'm in Ajax.
Oh. Trying to figure out where in the world is still chilly. Because right now, so there in it.
But when the world still chilly? No way, Jade. Have you seen what going on?
Warming.
You see what going on with the glaciers?
They're melting.
The glaciers, them just like the glaciers is rivers now.
They're melting with you.
Wow.
But yeah, man, y'all just jail. For the people who don't understand what I mean, man. Y'all always feel like y'all entitled to somebody's body.
Okay, so that is a conversation I had on Friday evening.
People being
People
men feeling
yes, men feeling entitled to women's bodies. Like it is wow.
It is ghetto.
The funny thing about it was when I gave the example of a lady. I was in a gas station, and this lady walked in the gas station, right? And a man smacked her on her behind, right? Now, I am assuming at first that they have some kind of relationship that would make that okay. Only to recognize based on the woman's reaction that was anything further from the truth.
I
The
slapped
woman,
somebody for that already, you know.
as you should.
Yeah,
The woman turned around, and at first she was so shocked. Me should know the man just hit her and continue walking going about his business here. Like as if like look back and smile and like just continue walking like it was all good here. But the woman was so in shock. Like first she didn't know what to do, and then she started like arguing. But I couldn't take it no more. I had to ask the door. I said, "Yo, what going on with you, boss? Like what? Like what is the problem? I was so confused." But the thing about it was, while I was telling the story, all of the women who were in the area acknowledged that they had similar or exactly the same situation happen to them.
As the amount of people, the amount of women who could literally tell you stories of men sexually assaulting them,
I know
verbally
Jade.
assaulting them, and all these things just because we said no or because we're not into them or
not even none of
whatever.
that. Just because they're women and just living
because
their life.
existing.
Yeah, just existing as a woman.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, men, like I have been in similar situations where women touch me inappropriately, women I don't know.
And they're wrong.
And
bad.
yeah, but you see, the thing is, there's a certain power dynamic when it comes when a man perpetrates that kind of action on a woman, right? Of course, there's a double standard when it happens to a man because everybody feel that you should be okay with it and it shouldn't be a problem and you should be happy that a woman feeling you up and them kind of thing.
No, bruh.
And no, I don't know you, miss. I don't know you. I don't know where those hands have been.
And now you're putting them on my body,
Oh, come on.
my good body.
got me gagging in here.
Yeah, like people
Miss,
that
you need
just do too much, man.
Yeah, people really need to respect people people's boundaries by. But the funny thing about it with this situation, I'm kind of happy that the woman decided to take it the way she took it, because sometimes in those situations where there's some exchange, because of the stigma, a lot of women would forego, reporting the man.
Well, he didn't start wrong because there was no exchange.
No, but obviously
There was supposed to be.
There was supposed to be. So I'm saying is a lot of women who engage in those types of things and
they feel like
they feel like they'll be stigmatized or they'll be so
be shunned or looked down upon.
Right. So they
She
don't.
said, nope.
Yeah.
Not having it. I'm not having it. Sir, you're going to jail today. As she should. Somebody said, if you don't want nobody caress your locks, not without permission.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, Cleo.
Permission.
Yeah, I think you see that thing about want, like me wanting it. Like I think that's the difference. That's the main point there.
Yeah, man, it has to be a welcome gesture.
Cleo, be careful, Rasta love indifferent there.
She better watch it. Theo listening, I hang on her locks. I'm pretty
How you hang on her locks?
I just feel like I just ain't envision Theo with locks.
Theo might be a Rasta man from Zion. You never know.
It's true.
You never know.
I don't know.
And the energy he was giving off?
Yeah, I don't feel like Theo is a Rasta man.
He's one of us.
Yeah, me think he's one of us. Me think he come from Zion.
No, boy. Anyway, so Rasta love indifferent. Be careful.
Somebody said, okay, Ike. Big up my body one time, boy.
Yeah. But yeah, I think there's that double standard sometimes in how we look at those things, but it's equally as egregious.
Yeah, man.
It's equally as egregious when men get put in uncomfortable positions, and get touched and them things. Like I just respect people boundary, man.
No wrong with that.
See this man now, go in jail.
Cause he wanted to thief a little something. He stole too much.
And that's another thing too, like you okay. The woman tell you no. Right?
She tell him she tell him for you to get this, you have to pay for it.
No, but that was the agreement.
And you mean after he decided he can bypass the agreement and take it?
Yeah, but you could have just leave the money anyway. Or whatever it was that she was charging. You could have leave it still, a washing machine or whatever it was.
No, I don't think she would have wanted it at that point. For how he take it, I don't think she would have wanted it at that point. Even if he left money, I would have just...
My friend, you want to know what you're watching there.
My friend said she almost had a heart attack. She want to know that. Oh, dear.
Oh, boy, that's funny.
Listen, that happened to me one time, not with a glove, but one time I was house sitting with a friend of mine. And your house, so you're not accustomed
to
things
accustomed to certain things, yeah.
But I wake up going back home and he had a mirror directly facing, like the back of the door had a mirror on it. So I get up, frighten myself.
Frighten yourself? You see yourself in the mirror and get frightened?
Wow, but I almost had a full heart attack. Think somebody come rob the place. I said, Lord, why now?
Why am I trying to rob me?
Boy.
Did this ever happen to you? Like, you ever talk to a mannequin? Into a mannequin and say sorry?
I have things worse than that as him. One time when I was going to CFBC, right? I was coming to McNight to go home. And by Banco, there was a mannequin on the floor. And I didn't know it was a mannequin.
Obviously.
So as I banked the corner, I thought a dead body was there.
You thought Banco got a dead body in here?
Pressure went sky high.
Banco just got a random dead man in the yard, boy.
Random dead man, yes. Boy. See, my pressure went through the roof through the roof.
Oh, boy.
And one thing about me, I easy to frighten, eh? So, is anything that's still up my pressure?
Yeah.
Any little thing.
Yeah. Hey, you're talking of people in your closet. I had this one time, this man. I don't think he'll listen to this, so I could tell the story.
Yeah, man, even if it doesn't.
And this happened a long time.
Yeah, like you're lying.
So, he goes to work. At the time he was living by himself. He goes to work. He works hard. He's a hard working man. He
That's a good type there.
Yeah, hard working a young man. He goes to work. He does what he has to do. Gets home from work in the afternoon. Maybe around 5 o'clock. And tired. So he thinking, bye. Take off my jacket.
Pause for cause. Clear doing too much on the live. It's easy for you start this, Continue. But she doesn't want she hand through here. Cleo, we don't want to do that.
Cleo, big up yourself, you hear? Big up to you.
Oh.
Big up yourself.
It's like, yeah.
Cleo, I with
them telling you the nasty stories, man.
Cleo, I with you, you hear? I with you. Some of these young girls need to hear about how to cater.
Some of these young men need here.
Some of these young men need here for sugar.
I'm my hand for the bald head. No. Anyway, continue.
So the gentleman gets home.
Mm-hmm.
He says, bye, you know what? I think I just take a 5. I'm real tired, you know what I mean? Stumble into his bedroom. Lock up the door, reach the bedroom and thing.
Mm-hmm.
Take off your jacket. Open your closet. Put your jacket in the closet.
Somebody take the jacket.
Proceed to sit down. But he said, wait there.
He hang it up.
He hang up the jacket.
But in the floating. I wasn't just gonna get up and walk out. I wasn't even gonna say nothing. I would just get up and exit the building. Man, making he know that I know that he in there.
By a man in there in court service.
Exclusive services.
By VIP.
Premium.
VIP service in the man bedroom closet, by.
Premium. VIP. Court check.
The man had to get up and wrestle with this man in there, wait till police come.
Me wrestle with nobody. I getting up and I lock him in the door.
But yeah, I had to tie him up with a belt or something. I asked him why did he tap the man with it. Tap the youngster, man.
Hey, why would you take the jacket? So just ease back.
But he's back. He's back.
Yeah, space in there?
Yeah, the man in the closet tied him like.
Yeah,
so,
but you know some closet got like end-to-end space. So maybe
but he done India. You might as well after the service.
Yeah. After the man don't come home tired, man.
The man don't come home tired. You done hear it.
Have a heart, man.
You done hear him just.
Perhaps just say bye.
Let me help him out. You know what I mean?
But I don't sound like you had a rough day. Let me just hang it up.
Let me help him out. I mean, I done in the closet anyway.
Yeah.
Why no move for him to get a hanger?
Yeah, no.
Man, I could put down the hanger for you, man.
Yeah, I got you. I done in there.
Hey, some of these rubbish stories that just make me laugh, by.
Right. Wild.
And I don't wish that on nobody, eh?
No, but nothing worse than when somebody in your house, somebody that is supposed to be in your house.
Yeah, that is.
That's different. And I've had enough experiences to know that that's different.
Yeah, I've had. I know people who literally had to move out their house because they just didn't feel safe there.
Yeah, bye. I've literally plenty. Anyway.
Could really make you uncomfortable in your own place.
Yeah, hopefully I never have to experience that again because that ain't nice. But
you want to take this call quick?
If you're working.
Okay, yeah, exactly. That's the point. Let's see. Let's hope. Good morning, caller. Hopefully you're live on Island T. What's up?
Well, we're not even taking them more after this. We don't know how this is going to go. Our phone lines are still down. So let me give you all some information. Some very important information.
Yeah, guys.
So today's load shedding schedule. Instead of reading COVID schedules, I read load shedding schedule. Anything to help out our fellow men. Yeah, so 9 to 12 p.m.
Yeah, man. I guess if you get your call, like they're doing a 3-hour thing, you look like.
Oh yeah. I understand, but it's heat.
Bye.
Listen, find somewhere to go. Find somewhere to go for 3 hours. But yes, so 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. the bed to St. Paul's. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sandy Point to Conyers. 12:30 to 3:30 p.m. Tabernacle to Datebay. 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 5. 3 to 7?
No, 3 to 7.
3.
4.
Yeah.
4,
sorry,
5, 6, 7, yeah.
Sorry, 4, not 5. But that's still long.
Yeah, it's very long, especially because I got things to do this afternoon.
And guess what that day happening?
Right in my place.
You better find something outside the house.
No, I can't, Jade. You know what today is.
Oh no! that happened to me and Jaden birthday too. That happened to me and Jaden. This must be a phenomenon. I got a good generator when the man that could number I could get, you know. Big up Robbers one time, you know.
Who?
Robbers?
Robbers? DJ Robbers?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, no, Robbers generator.
Yeah. So, yeah, boy. Canada Industrial, Half Moon and Connery. 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. Shadwell to West Farm. 7:30 to 10 p.m. Industrial Site and Bird Rock. Tomorrow, I'm probably meeting.
But they said it's happening for 2 weeks, right? I don't know. I'm asking. I think it's 2 weeks, I say.
Scary thought, though.
Yeah, but at least it's in every day, you think, man.
No.
And the thing is, too, once you keep to the schedule, I mean, you know. Somebody say, can we supposed to make address the nation today?
Can we say on island? He on island? Hey, what?
Answer questions or something, man.
Oh, okay, we'll be doing it virtually. Because I'm sure he went to something. Yesterday we read that he went to something.
Yeah.
In somebody country.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, no, no.
But anyway.
You're fighting?
So you got some time.
Yeah, but guys, please remain up to date with the schedule.
Yes, head over to Skellex page. They're literally posting the schedules over there.
Yeah, and try and you know, plan accordingly to lessen any inconvenience caused.
Yeah, charge all your devices.
That is the thing right there.
Charge all of you.
Download that one to Netflix.
And go outside on your landing, catch some breeze. Don't stay inside and suffer.
Yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine the night before didn't know that the load shedding was happening. But any fault, he really from here, you know the things there.
Catch him off guard.
So he said he done and he landing, boom, boom, boom. But this was Sunday night, so you know what else catch him and he landing? Rain. Rain outside and heat inside. So I said, what you do? He said, stand up in the door.
I would just fling back the door. Let the cool breeze from the rain hit me.
But
I can't go too far inside because you're going to bake. So, you know.
Yeah. But guys, again, stay up to date. The schedules are posted, and we'll probably try and, as the days go by, kind of give you guys an update.
Yeah.
You know, just like how we used to do the
COVID
update. We give you a load shedding update. All right. So
yes.
So still stay tuned to.
Stop scrolling my phone, please.
No, I well, I know her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure who she is.
Neither do I, but beautiful young ladies nonetheless.
Indeed. Jade, you know what time it is, you know?
It's time to talk some trash.
Yeah, guys. We're going to take a quick break. Jade, you okay?
I'm actually things in the studio, but I'll study that.
Okay, nice. Guys, we're going to take a short break and be right back with Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. Stick and stay.
If you say you love your little dear country, try to do something positively. Be a watchdog for the environment. Don't leave everything to the government. We dump our garbage anywhere, lit on the streets everywhere. Our behavior is telling me that we really don't care. Take some pride in your country. Volunteer to clean where it's dirty. Tourism development needs a healthy environment. Whenever we litter, we threaten our survival. So those who engage in it should be treated like criminals. So don't be afraid at all if they call you an informer. Report those who endanger our future. So if you really love this blessed land, this situation demands attention. Think about the future generation. Do what we can to preserve this island. The laws for littering we must enforce. We have to let justice take its course. If you are a proud citizen, you have the right, you have a reason to save this land from destruction. destruction. You have an obligation to become involved in anything which affects this nation.
The Solid Waste Management Corporation, SWMC, is working hard each and every day to keep St. Kitts clean. Our primary mandate is to collect household waste while maintaining the engineer sanitary landfill in Connery. While it is the responsibility of businesses to see to it that their garbage is properly collected and disposed of at the landfill, the SWMC offers a commercial waste disposal service with our NOSI program. We also offer a bin rental service where persons can rent large bins to do community cleanups or other waste disposal activities. Additionally, our headquarters in Taylor's Range include state-of-the-art conference rooms for rental. So when you're hosting another event, consider using the SWMC conference facilities. We want to continue serving you by keeping our environment clean. Because at the SWMC, waste matters. For more information, call our office at 465-9507.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back to Win Media SKN. And we're jumping into Talking Trash. And you guys know on Tuesday, we're joined by the lovely Namo here in studio. Today is no different. Good morning, Namo. How are you doing?
Good morning, Azim. Morning, Jade. How are you guys?
I'm sleepy. Many more like you. I need my bed.
Correct is right.
Well, I'm doing good. I mean, I
Congratulations.
Sleep when night time come.
I tried.
We try. Don't always work out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know how that is. I have my tired days as well.
Yeah, man.
Yes. You know, those days come and go sometimes. So it's for us today, Jade.
Well, I'm sending you guys good vibes. I know you guys will make it through.
No, I got to run up short the man, but I definitely
If that's what you got to make it through, then do it.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to see if I can push through.
One lunch hour, nap hour.
I have a feeling if I take a nap, that's it.
It might not be a nap.
May not be. Certainly will not be, because I have my pillow and I have sufficient space in my car, and the gas prices have gone down a little bit, so
Now I'm coming to sleep.
I could afford the AC, I think, a little bit.
I'm going to plan now.
Correct. Just
She
need
more
a blanket
prepared than
and I'm
most-
good to go.
She's more prepared than most of us, because most of us just used to go in the bathroom and try to find a little comfortable spot.
In the cubicle.
Yeah, now I got a pillow and so.
Of course, you have to be comfortable if you're going to take a nap. You might as well take a good nap.
You're right.
How would you?
You want to wake up with a quickie in neck or something. Counterproductive.
Hey.
Well, I hope everybody else is not feeling the way we're feeling. But we're going to pull through, right? We're going to push through and so forth and just get through it. So today, I wanted to speak about forming habits. So what can help us in forming new habits? Because we know that in order to change, you need to form new habits. And so I remember reading it somewhere. I don't recall where, so I'm unable to give credit at this time where I got those notes from, but I did write them down in my little book, my little trusty book. My little trusty notebook that I usually always have. And
So the black
it's
book, Jade?
Yes.
Mind blown.
I am very curious to see what's in that book.
Don't be. So and basically it's reminder, routine, reward. How can that help us in forming new habits? So basically, in terms of reminder, we want to set a specific goal and then create detailed cue-based plan. So in terms of setting a specific goal, a lot of us set abstract goals. So especially in New Year's, you know, most of us, at least 99.999% of the population is like, yeah, I want to lose weight. And that's it. Or I'm going to exercise. And that's it. But it's not, it's very abstract. Like, okay, I'm going to lose weight. Wow.
I feel like you made me. Man, were talking to me like that. Thought we were friends.
Probably it's because I didn't get enough sleep. So maybe
I got
you know how that goes.
Yeah, man.
So if anyone else besides Jade feels attacked, don't, because I'm probably attacking myself in the process as well. So yeah. And so I want us to be able to set specific goals and have those detailed cue-based plans. So, for example, you don't want to say, I'll exercise regularly. You want to be able to say, I'll exercise 3 times a week. No, I'll exercise for a specific amount of time. So not that I'll exercise regular. That's abstract. Like regular. What's regular?
Right.
As opposed to I'll exercise for 30 minutes a day. And then now you want it to be cue-based. You want it to be detailed. And so you'll go further into I'll exercise for 30 minutes a day after work at the park. So that's specific. It's not, again, okay, I'm just going to exercise when I feel like it, because you probably may not feel like it. I don't know about, sometimes I'll be like, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to exercise. And when I wake up in the morning, I'll press snooze until there's no longer the snooze option. And then basically that goal or that activity, okay, I'll do it tomorrow, because you're not specific. For example, if we have 7 days in a week, and I'm saying, okay, I'm going to exercise for 3 days. If I don't set specific days, like, okay, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, more than likely what's going to happen is when I wake up on Monday, I don't feel like it, I'm not going to do it. When I wake up on so-and-so day, and then towards the end of the week, I'm going to rush and try to get it all in, which is not always that effective, especially in forming routine and habits.
Right.
So we want to be able to be specific and then follow through with those specific goals that we have set. And there need to be things that cue us to actually do that. So if I say, I'm going to exercise after work, I know in my head that that's the cue. After work, I'm supposed to go to the park and I'm supposed to exercise for at least 30 minutes.
Right.
Right? So I hope that helps, Jade.
I think she taking notes.
We can probably have it as a fun activity. I'm gonna only watch 2 hours of Netflix a day.
Come on, that's impossible. Come on, we have to be realistic.
And not binge watch any series or anything of the sort. So new habit forming, Netflix. A lot of us overdo it. Right? So, okay, you give yourself a limit that I'm only going to watch 3 hours. So 2 hours, maybe too little bit. So 3 hours, that's what, 3 episodes going on 4?
3 episodes.
Yeah. So you can finish. Those 8 episode ones in about 2 days. So you're not waiting an entire week to finish, and you can still be in the know-how, and if it's discussed, you're still in it. But we have to find a limit, otherwise we'll be up. By the way, that's not what I was doing last night in order to not sleep, right?
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But we need to be able to have limitations. We need to be able to have specific goals and follow through with those goals. So after that, obviously, once we've set that, we need to be able to repeat, because we're trying to form a new habit or new habits. So how do we repeat? We have to make it fun. Because most of us are not going to be repeating something that's daunting or something that's annoying or something that we just, it doesn't bring any sort of pleasure in any form or fashion. So we want to be able to get that motivation or that incentive to repeat this activity over and over and over and over again. So here I am, I'm excited the first day, and I have to clean these metal cans or soda cans and so forth in order to recycle them. And the first day, like, I have 120 of them. It's like, it's daunting, and I don't want to do it again. I don't want to wash out those sardine cans. I don't want to, whatever, I don't want to do it. How do I make that activity fun so that I want to repeat that activity again? For those who are blessed with the little ones, you can involve the little ones. Nothing too dangerous. If the can look like it's going to cut them, please don't give children any cans unless they are over a specific age, etc., etc. Okay. Let's just put that disclaimer out there. But involve the children. So maybe while you're doing the cans, they do the plastic bottles. Maybe in terms of crushing the cans, you can have maybe something that crushes the cans and they can play with that. And so they press on it and it's like, yeah, I get to crush the can. And so the children are involved. It's fun. Everybody's excited. It's a family activity. You laugh. And you're like, okay, yes, I want to repeat this again. And so ensuring that the activity is fun is very important, because oftentimes when we set goals, we overestimate our willpower.
Okay.
Yeah, we do. That's why when we say, yeah, I am going to lose weight this year, you don't have the willpower to go aggressively for this thing.
Deep down, we know.
We know.
We just bang them out.
Yeah, we know. But most of us really, because at the time, I guess maybe it's a generation, whatever it is, you have that excitement and so forth, and so you feel like, yes, I can do it, because you are working with that sense of euphoria, and it makes you feel like I can do anything I put my mind to. But once that dies down and you kind of float back to reality, and that feeling is not constantly with you, or that rush of adrenaline is not with you, then it becomes a more difficult task. So we overestimate our willpower because we make decisions when we are what's the word? When we feel the most euphoric, right? So somebody comes and talks to you, and so we're like, oh, that's how a lot of persons get trapped into the whole, oh Lord, I hope nobody, but those programs where, bringing to people will make money, And, you go to the meetings, and everybody, you feel like, oh yeah, I can do it too, because these people are saying they did it, and and they break it down for you, and you feel that excitement, and during that excitement, then you get trapped. Yeah. But then when reality kicks in,
you're on the bottom of the pyramid.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
And the bottom of the pyramid carries the most weight, but does not really see the sunshine.
Indeed.
Right? I think the pyramids of Giza can tell you that. But at the end of the day, we make decisions, and I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing to make decisions when you are in that state, but in coming up with a course of action as to how you're going to fulfill that goal, I think you need to taper down a little bit, come down to reality, and then try to see what's the best course of action for you and what will actually work. Not just work for 2 weeks, but work indefinitely, for months to come, for years to come.
Yeah.
So we have a plan. Yes, I think, okay, I'm supposed to lose 50 pounds, perhaps. And we always have some extreme number. So I
50, you're going to disappear. I'm sorry, 50?
But sometimes those are the goals of 50 pounds. But it's not easy to lose 50 pounds. It's not easy to lose 30 pounds. 20 pounds. Losing 20 pounds makes a huge difference in a person's appearance.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
10 pounds makes a huge difference. Mm-hmm. So sometimes we need to be a little bit more realistic that at the end of the day, the change that we want may not require the amount of effort we think we need to put in.
Right.
And so if you properly assess, then you can know, okay, this is what I really need to do. I actually don't need to exercise 5 times a week and running up and down Timothy Hill 5 times a week. All I have to do is twice, and then I can walk maybe leisurely in order to accomplish that goal, which is something you can sustain. As opposed to, well, for me, just watching the hill makes me exhausted. Like, yeah, I'll drive and I'll meet y'all at the top.
Definitely.
I'll pick y'all up. Thatll be my service. or something. You know, I'll walk somewhere else and then come back for y'all when y'all excited and can't walk. I'll come and pick y'all up. You know, I'll be the Uber. Y'all will have to pay me, of course. But yeah, I'll pick y'all up. Not for free. But I think we need to make those goals realistic. We need to be able to make them attainable so that we can actually achieve what we need to achieve. So make it fun, make it exciting. So if you give me an incentive to go up Timothy Hill, I believe I will go up there. But it has to be fun.
Right.
So if I know, yes, I'm going up there and I know Jade is a hot mess, so she's probably going to make it super fun or something like that, say some crazy nonsense. So if I'm having fun while I'm walking up there as opposed to, let's say, walking by myself, that might be more of an incentive for me to go, because now it's a fun activity. I'm going to forget about the pain. I'm going to forget about the struggle of going up there and just think about, oh my gosh, yeah, this was a fun activity. And of course, you know, sometimes when we're forming habits, we think that we have to be very, very, very firm and strict and we can't deviate. But we do need to foster some form of flexibility.
Yeah. Don't beat yourself up too much.
Yes. You know, we sometimes are our worst enemy and worst critic. And so we tend to come down hard on ourselves, maybe because we know our potential, but it doesn't mean that just because you did not accomplish your goal today does not make you a failure. You just have to try again tomorrow. Nothing is wrong with that. So by the way, today we are supposed to actually, we are in Buckley's today.
Oh, I didn't Buckley's.
Yes, for the recycling project.
Okay.
Right. So for those of you who have your cards, or if you don't have your card, well, today's the day. Go get your waste, your plastics and your metal cans weighed, and start to accumulate those points so that you can win all of these grand prizes. I mean, the prizes are great. Shopping bags, which we all need because we need to cut down on the plastics.
Right.
Stainless steel bottles and stuff, triple recycle sorter for those who really want to get into the recycling. Even if you don't, just take this and have this for your bottles instead of a plastic bag.
Right.
That would kind of make sense, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then you have the flatware set. Of course, I want like 120 of those because I want to put one everywhere. So I don't have to walk with anything anywhere. But that's my goal. So my goal is flatware sets. So I need one for the office. I need one in the car. After I take my nap and I need to
might have a problem.
Eat and stuff.
Yeah, small one.
I mean, there's worse problems to have, eh?
Yeah.
Y'all, I have a garbage bin in my car, okay?
As you should.
Yeah, I have a bin there. I have whatever is necessary for me to be comfortable for at least 24 hours is in my car.
That's a good look at it.
I like how you're living.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Except gas. So, but at the end of the day, I think it's very important for us to be flexible. So just because you did not necessarily do 20 minutes walk today and you only did 10 because something else came up, that's okay. Or if you can't do it in the morning, try to do it in the evening. Try to make up for it somehow. Be flexible with that. Do not overly accommodate flexibility. However, there has to be some measure of flexibility there. And then definitely last but not least, surrounding yourself with the similar-minded people, like-minded persons.
That's a big one that people sometimes overlook.
Yeah, and it makes life a lot more enjoyable.
Exactly. So you want to be the greatest fisherman, but you are hanging out with people who are scared to go to the sea. That makes sense?
Counterproductive.
Yeah, man.
You want to be the best chef, but you are hanging out with people who bulimic.
Well, I mean, you
Or
can help
anorexic,
out each
that
other.
makes sense. No, but the thing is, if it's going to be a challenge creating something for these people, it's not going to work. It's not a synergy. It's not something that can come together. Or maybe a better example, people who don't like trying nothing new.
Yeah,
We have a
boring.
lot of that in my dear SK. We have a lot of people who just don't like to try something new
Stuck
when it
in their
comes to
ways.
food.
Stuck. Yeah.
We're not explorers when it comes to food. I don't know why. but there's so much out there, and not just out there in the world, but right here in St. Kitts, and
is
yet we must eat cook up from the same person every Saturday, and if they deviate and add a new spice, we abuse them.
Abuse them here. Ain't taste this. Ain't taste right. Ain't taste. What happened to you today? What happened to you today? That's
I didn't think tastes good enough,
You think tastes good?
but it's not the same. It's not like the other day. So I think we
Everything on a
definitely
Lebanese place to open up just now.
What?
I say he is studying when his Lebanese restaurant opening.
Wasn't that supposed to open like years ago?
Man, no, I see something happening, so I'm hoping that it happens
Where?
soon. Over in Freet Bay next to Ritual Sushi.
Yeah, it was supposed. I
Oh.
think it was supposed to open pre-COVID, and
Okay.
probably that delayed it a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm interested in that one as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm interested in food. I'm a foodie, so
Same.
yeah. I'm a foodie. Like I try almost anything. I will try. I won't stay
Not
on radio.
same.
I would try almost anything once. Almost anything. I'll try once.
Yes, almost anything. I
And
could walk it down.
most of the time I'm actually pleasantly surprised and stuff like that. So yeah, so I mean and the thing is, sometimes because of our culture, we believe food has to come from specific groups of animals and plants.
Mm-hmm.
And so we sort of limit ourselves as well to this. So for me, I'm always intrigued by other cultures and what they eat and so forth. So I remember going to Kenya once, and I went to Carnivore. There's this restaurant called Carnivore, and unfortunately at the time they were limited to certain meats, you know, because other meats were not. They were in country, you know, with the reservations and stuff like that. They had kind of cut that out. So yeah, I tried ostrich. It was amazing. It was like a better beef. So I mean,
I would have thought it'd been like chicken, but okay.
no, crocodile. That was more like chicken and fish together. I tried that as well. Right? So I mean, food is Jade.
I used to live in Florida, Jade.
Jade.
That's understandable.
I mean, we have Trinis who eat crocodile and alligator right down here.
That's okay, man, Trini.
You know, and I mean, like, in
You
our
want some iguana?
cultures,
No, it's okay.
iguanas right there in Tobago.
Hard pass.
You know, I
About
remember
about
when
tree mutton.
Definitely not.
I remember when where you eat the boys in Canada Hall, any lime always involve an iguana because you had so many Tobagonians there, and people used to go for that.
That's cool. Happy for them.
But I mean, I do have a cousin. When he tries different things, what he does, he goes with somebody, and he will always, or he'll bring back home, and he'll just give it to you to eat, and you wouldn't really know what you're
What it is,
eating.
yeah.
Who wouldn't really know?
Yeah, they
You-
wouldn't
you
know
wouldn't know,
because some
Jade.
of these
Jade.
meats look
I ain't eating
the
nothing
same
unless I
and
know
looks.
it be.
But you think
I
you know.
don't know.
Jade, you think you know.
Unless he lied to me. I asked him, what is this?
They might tell you it's beef and it's ostrich,
Yeah.
That's
You
why I
ain't
said
gonna know.
unless they lie to me.
Yeah.
and you're
then
gonna
you eat it.
like it. But I think we've deviated a little bit. I got into food clearly, but really, actually, we do need to Jade flexibility.
That's okay, man.
No,
Listen,
No.
man, in our way. More for y'all.
true that. So yeah, we just need to be a little bit more flexible sometimes in how we approach our goals. And so, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about reminder, routine, and reward. So there has to be a measure of reward. What do you get from it? It can't just, the reward is not just the feeling that you get when you do something good. So when I go, so that's why we have the reward points when it comes to the program, the recycling program. So
Right.
when you go and you carry your plastics and you get those stamps, you're like, yes, you feel rewarded.
Right.
And when you finally attain your gift and you're able to choose what you want, that is a reward. It's like, yes, I accomplished this. I got this. What can I do next?
Yeah, there's
So-
a sense of accomplishment.
Exactly. So I think that's very important in terms of reward, because that's how I'm not sure people are gonna take this, but you know, that's how we train dogs as well. You know, when they do something right, when it is they behave properly, you give them a reward, a little
Yeah.
treat and so forth. And it works in a similar way.
Yeah, you have to
With
you have to
us.
reinforce good behavior.
Exactly.
Yeah, and good habits. Yeah.
Right? So yeah. So I think that's it for me for this morning. I hope everyone tries to set specific goals, tries to ensure that those goals are cued and detail based, ensures that they repeat those goals but make them fun to repeat those habits. And so involve whoever you need to involve and ensure that you have the right social support in ensuring that you can be consistent in your goals. And don't forget to be just a little bit flexible when you need to be. And definitely not last but not least, reward yourself if nobody else is rewarding you.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
Nama, just before you go, for those who may not be fully familiar with
Yes.
what is happening down at Buckley's, just let them know what they should do today if you're in that area or passing through that area to be a part of the recycling drive.
Okay, so there is a recycling project that's taking place. It's called Let's Recycle, and it's in partnership with the Taiwanese Mission and different ministries and departments, and solid waste is a part of that. And so we have recycling stations in the different parts of St. Kitts and Nevis as well. And today, the active station on St. Kitts is in Buckley. So what you do is you collect your plastic bottles or metal and aluminum cans. Those, if it's just water, you can just put it just like that. But if it's juices or thick liquids and stuff like that, we do advise that you wash it
Wash
out,
them out,
dry it
yeah.
out, etc. Especially with the cans, when you're talking about those sardine cans and so forth, ensure to wash them and dry them. And then you bring them to the recycling station. They're weighed. You're given your card. You're given your stamps. Some persons on the same day, they get up to the 60 points and they can choose their gift that same day or their reward that same day. 1 pound of plastic or metal cans equals 1 point.
Okay, nice.
Right? So the more cans, obviously, the heavier it is, and you can get your points a lot quicker. And you have the lowest amount of points you can have before you claim a gift is 10 points, and you get a shopping bag. And then the largest gifts are the stainless steel thermal bottles and the triple recycling sorter, and that requires 60 points to redeem.
Okay, sweet.
Right? Yeah, and then so we are based in Buckley's on Tuesday. So every other Tuesday will be in Buckley's. Every other Tuesday following that will be in Connery, and then we are in Dieppe Bay every last Saturday, and then Nevis has their schedule as well.
All right, awesome. Well, guys, you heard it here. Be a part of the recycling project. Earn some points and get some rewards for doing the right thing.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, waste matters.
Waste matters.
Ciao, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
If you say you love your little dear country, try to do something positively. Be a watchdog for the environment. Don't leave everything to the government. We dump our garbage anywhere, lit on the streets everywhere. Our behavior is telling me that we really don't care. Take some pride in your country. Volunteer to clean where it's dirty. Tourism development needs a healthy environment. Whenever we litter, we threaten our survival. So those who engage in it should be treated like criminals. So don't be afraid at all if they call you an informer. Report those who endanger our future. So if you really love this blessed land, this situation demands attention. Think about the future.
The Solid Waste Management Corporation, SWMC, is working hard each and every day to keep St. Kitts clean. Our primary mandate is to collect household waste while maintaining the engineer sanitary landfill in Connery. While it is the responsibility of businesses to see to it that their garbage is properly collected and disposed of at the landfill, the SWMC offers a commercial waste disposal service with our Nosy program. We also offer a bin rental service where persons can rent large bins to do community cleanups or other waste disposal activities. Additionally, our headquarters in Taylor's Range include state-of-the-art conference rooms for rental. So when you're hosting another event, consider using the SWMC conference facilities. We want to continue serving you by keeping our environment clean. Because at the SWMC, waste matters. For more information, call our office at 465-9507.
Don't stop, won't stop, can't stop the never-ending cashback at Horsewoods. Yes, it's that time of the year. Double cashback coupon season is here. The season when Horsewoods Furniture and Appliances gives away millions in free groceries with every FlexPay purchase and a chance to win 1 year in free groceries with a never-ending double cashback. Yes, the Horsewoods never-ending double cashback is back for even more free groceries. This is double cashback coupon season, so come today and get double cashback coupons for absolutely free groceries in the never-ending double cashback promotion. Yes, happening now. Get double cashback coupons for absolutely free groceries with every higher purchase. The never-ending double cashback is back at Horsewoods Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store, where you get double cashback coupons for free groceries with every FlexPay purchase. Don't stop, won't stop, can't stop the never-ending savings, never-ending discounts, never-ending quality and service, and the never-ending double cashback for this double cashback coupon season. Don't miss it. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Hey guys, welcome back to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. It is September 6th all day today.
All day today, boy.
Yeah. Jade, speaking of habits, what type of habits you looking to farm up? What are you working on right now?
I just want to get the motivation to exercise.
Exercise, that's the one. Okay.
I really hate it. Like, where I can't just survive and be a hot thing. Like, where I got to work for it.
Jay, there are a lot of people who would argue that you're already a hot thing, but that is outside of
yeah, that's not what I mean.
Right. But I think with exercise, it's getting started is always the hardest part.
Yeah.
Getting started is always the hardest
And I was
part.
going good at one point in my life, you know.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I just...
What happened with me is that I end up either getting sick or I have to travel. And for some reason, I basically have to go out 2-3 weeks without doing anything. And then all my gains will just go down the drain.
Yeah. I mean, that's still a hot thing, eh? One of the hottest... Anyway. We're not talking about me now.
That's outside of... That's outside.
Yeah, that's outside of discussion.
I think exercise is one of those things that does get people. But you know what? I think people fail to recognize is that perhaps even more important than the exercise is to reach in your fitness and body goals is diet.
Yeah.
Diet is what kill a lot of people.
But saying it's bread tastes so good.
Carbs,
Come on.
yeah, sugars in general.
Yeah.
So all the bread and
Rice
all
and
the pasta. Yeah,
I know we like a good try pasta here, you know.
Watch, let me tell you something, Jade. Kitchens, we carb central.
If you look at the lunches that we get, rice,
Jade,
with a
is
side of macaroni pie.
Jade is a mountain of rice.
Yeah.
Right? Then you have a bush of bush.
Yeah.
Right?
A little salad to make you feel better for balance.
Right.
Then you have a cab, another cab.
Another can.
Macaroni
Macaroni
pie.
pie. Prawns,
When I see people cook boys and mashed potato together, right? What kind of insanity is this?
Yeah. No, it tastes good, so you just put them on the plate.
No. Mashed potato and macaroni and bro.
Even if you go to like, let's say you even go to like a
Stress.
fast food restaurant, like the chicken you buy, the chicken is breaded.
And fried.
Then you're gonna buy fries. Then you're gonna buy a biscuit. Then you're gonna buy macaroni. Then you're gonna buy some rice.
Stop, you're making me want KFC. You're helping.
Yeah.
You ain't helping.
It's all carbs, man.
You make me want a build a box with a biscuit and a corn boy. Small fry.
Oh boy. I haven't eaten chicken in how many years now? By years.
Bye. That's
I was
between you and God.
just telling you that it's about by going for what? Going for 2 years now. Even I haven't eaten meat,
That is between you and the Lord above.
except for this one time. Babsy's almost make me swallow something. I buy
Oh yeah, when you buy the fish
buy
fingers and it was
fish,
chicken.
I buy
it was,
fish fingers.
I remember because I eat them.
Yeah, you eat them, yeah.
I tell you.
I was like, wait, what kind of you?
Jay, check these here for me, please.
I said, Jade, check this. This ain't look like fish.
I said, bye.
They almost catch me, Jade.
Yeah, it was chicken. Me and too.
You know it was chicken.
Yeah, man. Definitely knew it was chicken.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like if it was the fish, I wasn't going to tell you.
Man.
just eat them.
You just eat them still?
Yeah, we're going to check?
With friends like these.
You can't check.
Anyway, at least one of us enjoyed them.
Yeah, I did. Not going to lie.
Jade,
Wait, sir.
before we jump into some interviews a little later, let's run through some of the stories
Yeah,
now.
boy. So a plane has gone missing apparently.
What?
Yeah, boy.
Our whole plane go missing.
Remember a plane went missing. Where it was in the Asia plane?
Yeah.
Still ain't find that?
They ain't find it yet.
That's crazy because a plane and people go missing.
The whole plane and people.
And all the people. So, Baltic crash. Latvia searches for mystery Cessna plane. Wreckage and oil have been found where a private Cessna plane crashed into the Baltic Sea off Latvia's coast after a mysterious flight from southern Spain. As the Cessna, registered in Vienna, had been due to land in Cologne, Germany, but instead headed out into the Baltic. German businessman Peter Grisman died. It was his private plane.
Come on, Jade.
He died? What? Come out.
Come on, Jade. Come on, Jade.
What?
So the plane supposed to land in Germany. Strangely, the plane just end up gone into the Baltic Sea.
What's a conspiracy theory saying kick in yet? Give me a second.
Jade.
Let me read some more. German media say the other three victims were his wife, daughter, and her boyfriend. Grisman was prominent among organizers of the Cologne Carnival. The Carnival's Facebook page has a mourning tribute to him. He was president of Blue Sparks, one of the oldest carnival associations. When the Cessna 551 failed to respond to controllers' calls, German and Danish fighter jets were sent to follow it. What? The man fighter jets to follow this? What were you What's happening here?
Go ahead, Jade. Go ahead.
And later, a Swedish helicopter searched for it. Latvia now has 3 small ships and a helicopter in the in the area of Sunday's crash. We found 3 parts of the plane, we think, experts will have to say. The Latvian Maritime Search and Rescue Service told the BBC. Spokesperson Leva Vita said there was no sign of those on board the Cessna. She also confirmed earlier reports that oil has been seen there. This is only because I thought, probably a lot of money to somebody and work out when this is.
I mean, I can only hope that they are all alive and well.
Yeah, I mean.
We probably will not hear from them again.
Probably not.
But.
Probably not, friend.
Yes, I'm hoping that they are all safe and sound somewhere.
Yeah.
Listen to that, Jade. But This is the thing, Jade. Look at it. The plane supposed to land one place. Inexplicably, like, just goes a different direction. Right?
Ain't gonna lie,
The
that's odd.
plane, they're talking to the plane, nobody answering. Right? For some reason, they decide to scramble fighter jets to go see what's going on with this plane.
Yeah.
They don't find the plane. The plane eventually, they say they find some wreckage.
Some oil and some little
But
pads.
no sign of none of the people them who was on the
No
plane.
people, no nothing. Just vibes. So you see that?
Come on, Jade.
I think, bye.
Them people on a private island somewhere.
Somewhere, mainly too. Somewhere. I mean, they're currently better than the guy that owned Bed Bath and Beyond.
Something happened to he too?
He's in the Great Beyond.
Wow.
Yeah. He's currently in the Great Beyond.
Wow, what
He
happened?
jumped out of a skyscraper. Yeah. And allegedly it's because he owes some billions in dollars.
Yeah. The man does end up in some serious debt.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
But I mean, you could bankruptcy that thing. No.
Tell him, man. Let me tell him on the break. There.
Bankruptcy is a thing. I feel like instead of killing yourself, try kill the debt. Try kill the debt.
Yeah, but sometimes the debt just
More than you?
more than you, boy. More than you.
I mean, owing somebody any type of billions is a
No,
lot.
Jade, let me tell you something. If a student loan does feel like slavery,
They are none but I
Yeah.
feel for people who have them.
mortgage just feel like a weight on your shoulder.
Like, yeah, this is it.
These people here dealing with multi-billions.
Billions. Billions with a B. But I said, no, it's okay. I'm going to get back this money in blood.
Right to have that.
Right out that.
Right to have that, boy.
Right out that debt.
Bye.
With a debt.
Hmm.
It's rough, man.
Bye.
Yeah, one thing more, white people, they're going to kill themselves for some debt, bye.
But let me tell you something, right? I keep saying that in itself is so unfortunate, eh?
It is.
That this thing that we create called money does got people to get to a point where they feel there's no
Other option.
other option than to just
End it all.
end it all by because they're just they're too deep in it.
What are going to get from?
But that does feel like a real weight, and Jade.
Bruh, I have a little loan. And every day I think about it.
Yeah.
Imagine people who got big debt.
They know where to service it. There's people who use debt properly, yeah. There's good debt. People who know how to use debt and thing. But we ain't talking about that.
No. We're talking about that heavy debt
The-
that every day you wake up, it just stresses you out.
And you know
That
how you
get
can
there.
pay, and every month come, they put in more, and they're laughing to themselves while you're trying to figure out, well, I wonder how we feel to jump out this window.
Never had that.
Wow. That is crazy. But I believe that there are a lot of these I'm not say a lot. I mean, I'm not saying the vast majority, but a lot mean more than one would suspect
That one.
of people that that disappear to not have to deal with their responsibilities financially. They cut the losses and go. End up on a beach somewhere in Guatemala or Peru. Which, Jade,
Listen.
if I could get to a point where I just live on a boat, like anchored off the shores of some amazing beach in Peru or something, I would do that.
Life good. Life good. No debt.
Or
no
maybe like a
worries.
Bali. We could probably check Bali, see what's going on over
And,
there.
the
Somewhere
only
in
place-
Indonesia.
The only place we can go is Hawaii.
Right on Hawaii.
They've been telling them don't come over there.
Oh.
Don't come over there. I done destroy the people good country. No
If-
go over there.
If you had to disappear somewhere, where you probably gonna go?
If I tell you, then it wouldn't be a secret. And I can't tell her just in case I might have to.
You could give me an area, like Asia, Europe, South America,
Maybe South America.
Trinidad.
Trinidad.
I probably go into like Africa. I probably go in Africa because I feel like it'd be easier for me to blend in.
True.
I feel like I probably stand out if I go to like,
True.
yeah, if I go to Telum or something.
Yeah. I've just a random masterman, the shop.
Random masterman shop and living on the beach. And he seemed to got money because he ain't working.
I tell you, that's what happened to the Maca figure in Belize, you know.
Mm.
Random white man just shop with all his money and nonsense.
But then again, the masterman, so you could probably get everybody living on a beach and just cooking like jerk chicken.
You're gonna make some money.
Yeah, so people and think that's where the money coming from. They ain't know that, like, a rich.
They're gonna pull a chuxi.
Speaking of Chuxi, I wonder what going on with you now, but he's still in Antigua, right?
Living the man best life, man.
He's still in Antigua?
Yeah, where he gonna go?
But we gotta ask Darren if you could get a Chuxi interview.
That would be vibes.
Message him now. Say we want a Chuxi interview for Friday.
let me do that.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Can we?
Why you don't just send a voice note so people on here know that we ask?
No, because me want to disappoint them if it happen.
No, but they hear we asking them, like they hear it already. We're not saying that we're gonna get it work, but we're asking.
True. I don't have the type.
Right, go ahead. And then we jump into one more article before we get into the interview.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this would be amazing, guys. This is what we just do for y'all.
For y'all.
All for the sippers. All for the sippers.
Yes. Let me see what's happening. What else is happening in the world? We could talk about measles, or we could talk about how lightning killed 2 aboard jet ski.
Let's talk about measles, by that. No.
Unfortunate.
Let's talk about measles.
Yes. So, the measles one way worse than the...
Yes, exactly. But not only that, I feel like people don't actually know that this is happening.
True.
Mm.
So, in Zimbabwe, they are saying that measles outbreak has killed 700 children. You know, it's 700 children?
Jade, I don't even want to think about it. That's like a whole school, yeah?
A school? One school?
Yeah, I think it's just a couple schools, right?
Okay.
Wow.
So, the death toll from a measles outbreak in Zimbabwe has risen to almost 700 children,
Wow.
the country's health minister has said. The Southern African country's health ministry announced at the weekend that 698 children have died from measles since the outbreak started in April. The ministry said 37 of the deaths occurred on a single day.
Oh my gosh.
On September 1st.
Wow.
The health ministry said it has recorded 6,291 cases by September 4th. The latest figures are more than 4 times the number of deaths announced about 2 weeks ago, when the ministry said 157 children, most of who were unvaccinated due to their families' religious beliefs, had succumbed to the disease.
That was the question I was going to ask. Like, we ain't got vaccine for measles? Like, why measles is still a thing?
Boy, oh boy. So, Dr. Johannes Marisa, the president of the Medical Dental Private Practitioners of Zimbabwe Association, told the Associated Press on Monday that the government should escalate an ongoing mass vaccination campaign and embark on awareness programs targeted especially at anti-vaccine religious groups. Because of the resistance, education may not be enough, so the government should also consider using coercive measures to ensure that no one is allowed to refuse vaccination for their children, said Marisa. He urged the government to consider enacting legislation that makes vaccination against killer diseases such as measles mandatory. I can't disagree with you, boy, because 700 children, you know?
The sad part about these situations, for me, this decision ain't necessarily the children's decision.
No, it's the
to
parents.
not be vaccinated, but that is a very slippery slope.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you start mandating certain things based that directly like skirts person's religious beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, I have, and sorry, but this might be offensive to some people, and so I apologize ahead of time. That is not my goal, but it's just to foster like discussion. My intent is not to offend anybody. But there's some religions, Jade, we are they have certain restrictions on the types of medical procedures that they would allow, and it upsets me to my core sometimes, Jade, because I see in several cases how the reluctance to accept the medical treatment results in sometimes the worst
Possible outcome.
possible outcome, which is death. And a lot of times the decision, yes, the child might not be in a position to make the decision themselves, right? But the child depends on you. You have a responsibility to make the best possible decisions for this child. One of the big one is the blood transfusion, right? I've witnessed it, Jade. I've witnessed it myself, where the parents refuse to allow the blood transfusion that would save this child's life, based on religious beliefs, and say, well, if it's God's will, well.
Yeah, like you
And
can't
I'm
come
just-
convince big people that if
Bye.
it's God's will, your child going. You do realize that if you're going based
Yo.
on that way of thinking, God gave these doctors these talents for a reason.
Jade, I have seen it, Jade, and it's been
God gonna heal my child.
no, but
It's supposed to be, will
no,
be.
it's
How
one
about you save the child life and stop your nonsense?
it's one thing to have faith in the healing powers of your deity, right? Whatever it don't matter. It's one thing to have the procedure that is necessary to bring about the healing, and to refuse it based on your religious beliefs, like that.
That's insane.
That
That is
I have
insane.
said time and time again, I believe them people, they should get locked up. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Because
get
you're
lo-
literally putting your child in harm's way.
It ain't a matter that you don't have the financial
No.
no, it's just you refuse the treatment. So but this brings up, yeah, no, I'm not talking about vaccines. What I was saying is in the article, the suggestion was that the government may need to consider using coercive measures, or ensure just basically making mandatory these vaccines. Now, if you're saying that people are refusing it based on their religious beliefs, then that brings about a bigger conversation about healthcare, the rights of persons to make these types of decisions based on their religious beliefs. What those outcomes are. How do we how do we navigate that entire dynamic, right? And so I'm drawing examples of how persons' religious beliefs affects the decisions the health decisions that they make, and where does the line end in terms of the governments being able to intervene, right? To intervene in that and make laws and policies that then really can save people's lives. Like if and whose responsibility it is, and where do we draw the line? Like these are the difficult discussions that we have to have. But I mean, but I see it time and time again, Jade. Time and time again.
Yeah, bye.
Time and time again. Like
That's crazy for you to tell me that your child's life could be
Jade,
saved.
I used to date a girl, right? I used to date a girl. I was of a particular religion, and because of things like that's, I just could because of this exact same topic. I work out this thing can't work, girl. As far as I'm concerned, you get so I suppose let me child it.
Then who child?
Like me and you, we get together, get married, get children, start a family, and then God forbid the child gets sick. You're telling me I can do the thing that can save my child life because you believe? No, come on, give me a
You believe God is going to fix it.
Not, it's not even that, but she believes that this procedure is sinful, right? And so
That's crazy.
whatever happen after that.
Not to me, child. Ain't gonna be no
So
whatever
before
happen
we
to
even
me,
go
child.
down the road, have a good life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Like
Yeah.
God be with you, you understand? God be with you.
That's what she hope. That he's with her.
Seventh Adventist believe blood transfusions wrong? I didn't know.
Me no know. I don't know.
No.
And they just say you're supposed to eat pork and them kind of things, but you know. Swine.
No.
But so you go.
The meat is unclean, Jade. Stop eating the pork. Stop about the pork, man. Stop about the pork, man, Jade. Corruption.
Okay. I don't know, mango in Zion, you know.
So wait, you're vexed with Nama for eating a little iguana, but you're eating pork? Come on.
May I vex, you know?
You just ain't doing it?
Yes. That you understand fully.
I totally get you. Hey.
But let's take a quick break.
Yeah, man. We're going to jump into some conversation right after this break. So, guys, stick and stay. Don't go nowhere.
Charge up with turbo energy, we want kickstart and a workout for some in a mind and in a haircut. We're going up and up and up. 1 cup and me charge up turbo, me want no time to talk. Pour some in a my cup and get me energy up. Original flavor, me drinking, mixing with the juicing. We no lose turbo, me for win. Cause a turbo, me say me ever ready, never did it. The greatest, next level energy, it's legendary. Pass up, turbo we drink and charge up. 1 cup and me gone up, me charge up with turbo energy drink.
Cool. Energize your goals with Lucasade. Get it cool. Look under the cap. Find the code. Win it. Thousands in prizes. iPhones and TVs. Or win 30 grand US dollars for your goals. That's goals.
For a chance to win 30,000 US dollars. Purchase any Lucasade Energy promo bottle. Look under the cap and find the code to win iPhones, TVs, and free Lucasade or 30,000 US dollars to energize your goals. See website, social media, or press for details. Lucasade, taste the energy.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. And I'm pretty excited, Jade, because we have some friends of the show back in the studio with us this morning.
Some new friends.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Neil is the only friend that we currently have.
But of course, guys, you know, when you hear Dr. Neil, you know, we're talking to the St. Kitts Nevis Robotics team. Dr. Neil, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's always a pleasure being here. And I'm a fan of the show, actually, so I must say that.
Dr. Neil's a sipper, But, you know, when you come here, we always have great conversations regarding robotics engineering. And as usual, you've brought some members of the team with you. I'd really love to, you know, get a sense of who is it that we're speaking to.
All right, so we have the St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics team, which will be traveling to Geneva this year. So I want to let them introduce themselves.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Patrina Pereira. I am 17 years old, and I am currently attending the Clarence Fitzroy Bryan College doing my second year, and I will be captain of the team this year, and I served as captain last year as well.
Boom bang.
Right.
Boom bang.
Okay. Oh, my name is Michael Shaw. I am also 17, and I know will be attending first year at the CFBC Clarence Fitzroy Bryan.
My name is Lakshya Sharma. I am 18 years old. I'm from Nevis. I currently finished sixth form in Nevis right now, and yeah, I'm excited to do this opportunity.
My name is Tawa Mawali. I'm 19. I'm actually here on the local team, so I'm helping these kids build a robot. And I'm very grateful to be a part of the society. So.
All right, nice. Tawa, big up yourself. That's the only one I know. So. But every year we've come to look forward to the robotics team heading off to the competitions, and of course there's been some high expectations from the team. Having performed so well over the years. Is there any pressure on you guys? Do you feel any pressure to perform and deliver great results at this year's competition?
Not at all. I feel like this year we would be able to be victorious and rank high as we usually do within the 200 countries that usually compete each year.
And just for the persons who may not be clear, what's the present ranking right now?
So we're first in the Caribbean,
Boom bang.
first in the OECS,
Boom bang.
Okay.
and we're 19th in the world out of 200 countries.
Wow.
Little
That
St.
is-
Kitts and Nevis.
That is amazing.
Just saying.
Talawa.
Yes,
Talawa. Well, guys, I mean, how's the preparations been coming, getting ready to go for this competition this year?
I think one of the thing that we were waiting on would have been the kit, and we got the kit. So each country would receive a kit with loose parts, selected parts for the Olympics condition. So they have some condition that we have to operate under. And so we have gotten the kits, and the work started already. And they have been at the lab for some time. If you check social media, especially Facebook, you'd see progress as to how far they are right now. We can't show too much, but we just show a little for the public to know what is actually happening.
All right, so based on the little, of course, you don't want to reveal too much of the plan, but what is it that you guys have been able to show or can tell us a bit about what's happening?
I think the best thing is to look at what would be the criteria for the competition. So the criteria for the competition is that the robot should be able to lift itself, given a particular condition, and it should also be able to intake contaminants, or what we use to represent contaminants, and it should be able to shoot these contaminants at a particular point. Each task is given a point, and so once we're able to complete those tasks, then we should be looking at being ranked higher than last year. So those are the tasks right now. So what we're looking at now is what would be the chassis, or upon what will the robot be sitting on, and how we'll be designing the intake to make it as efficient as possible, given that we have a very short time, because we should be traveling probably around the 9th of October, somewhere there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's very, very short compared to the previous year. So the previous years, we were given like 3 months. Now we have like probably a few weeks. Right? So
wow.
I guess because of our expertise and exposure, we should be able to get it done quickly. Right? So
but what would have caused that change? Is it just the competition?
I think it's because of coming out of COVID. Things have changed. I think that is where the shift has come. But no matter where they put it, St. Kitts and Nevis is always ready. That is for how we see it. So if they give us a week, we're going to sleep at the college to get it done. Right, anything it takes to get it done. And the reason why we generally approach it from that perspective, it is a important venture that we're in. Most of the European countries, the Asian countries, they would have been doing this for years, and out of it would have come forth businesses, opportunities. Silicon Valley right now, most of the persons who are working in Silicon Valley, they would have come out of the same competition that we're in.
Right.
So we feel that it's an important thing for us to to actually be a part of. I said to the team, all the time, if you guys go there and whether you perform high or don't perform high, the important thing is that you are there, and you are competing and you are making connections and you're learning things. So that is how we actually see it. So
well, I mean, of course, you are able to see the importance of it, and of course the students and the competitors they as well, because of the dedication, it's obvious that they understand the importance of what it is that they're doing and how this could impact their lives moving forward. But for those of us who are not so engrossed in robotics and engineering, tell us a bit about why, like I said, this is so important, not only to the individuals, but to the country on a whole.
I think for the country, from different perspectives, we could look at it from different perspectives, the importance. We can look on it from the perspective of foreign investors wanting to invest in St. Kitts, given that St. Kitts has stepped to this degree, having a STEM program that is of this nature, looking to have their kids a part of something that is in the European countries. So from that perspective. From the other perspective, where the young people are concerned, it is exposing them to something that is new, which is actually happening on a global scale. So for the country itself, it means that we are looking in the future, and we're operating in the future to ensure that we have the kids in a position to solve problems 6-7 years from now. And there's one thing that we must understand, that if you expose young people to problem solving from early, you'll actually realize that their career goals and their career choices will actually reflect that. And so if we put them in that position, what will happen is that you'll find that young people now will be looking to solving problems, to be creative, to be inventive, and out of that will spur different jobs, different opportunities where tech is actually concerned. And as you know, tech is a big booster right across the world. And so St. Kitts' size is actually the right size to have tech boosting here, right? So once we put the young people in that position to actually function in that area, I am convinced that they will actually grow up to be those persons who will transform the entire GDP of the country. And as we know, there's a lot of dependence on, to some degree on the tourism sector. And there's a lot of talk about, diversifying. So that's, those are the talks. So what we are doing is doing the action. So we are saying, pull the young people together, put them into STEM fields, expose them to that. And not only just a one-time thing, continuously. And then 6-7 years from now, you realize that they are coming out with actually concepts to actually, bring new businesses, new ideas within St. Kitts and Nevis.
Awesome, Bill. I think even earlier this week, maybe yesterday or so, it came up in the conversation about the need. It was actually last week. We were talking about the closure of the manufacturing plant here, and saying that these are opportunities for us now to kind of move into some of these fields, robotics, engineering, locally. And, I'm really excited about what you guys are doing and really creating this spark among the young people. The level of excitement, guys, for this competition, I'm sure is on a high. But outside of the competition, where do you guys, and I'm hoping that each of you guys have an answer, but where do you see you guys taking the experiences that you've had in this competition and as being part of this team forward into your careers? Where do you see that path leading?
Well, one of the reasons why I rejoined the team is because last year when I joined, some of the skills that I have now, I wouldn't have, like being here, speaking publicly. I would have had an entire paper written down with possible questions and answers, stuff like that. In terms of robotics, during the challenge, you always have to be thinking. New challenges come up, you have to be able to think and come up with innovative ideas. So being a part of robotics, it gave me that open mind to be innovative, to always look for a possible solution to problems and situations that may come up in my everyday life. In terms of career-wise, robotics, it doesn't just cover engineering a robot. There's programming and other documentation and other stuff. So it gives me a wide exposure to different skills that I could use, say, in terms of my career, which I'm still kind of thing I'm not sure about yet. But in terms of my career, I would have that experience to say, okay, I know how to do this and I know how to do that. So robotics really plays a big role.
What area you would say your interest kind of peaked in at this particular moment?
Well, at this moment, I'm thinking about programming.
Ah,
Yes.
okay, nice.
Yeah.
No, same question?
Yeah.
Right now, as well, programming, I would say, that has been in maybe a family, so I have a brother who was probably in the previous team, 2017.
Xavier Shaw. He was
Yes,
the,
Xavier Shaw.
okay.
Yeah, he would have been the first member to travel in 2017, 5 years ago.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
So now his brother now
is
here,
proud
yeah.
of it. Nice.
So maybe that went on to me, like, you're watching, admiring someone programming. And the thing is, right, with programming, there's so much things you could do with it, right? Analytics, games, software, websites,
Right.
everything, literally everything. And not just robots, like she said before, everyday things.
Well, I mean,
Like,
everything.
you go on a
Everything.
job like, you have to deal with computers these days, right? And people just, as we see when we went to talk with this, some people, they put the notebook and so. And, like come with that, last book, burn something.
Yeah.
So way much better things to do with that comes to everyday life now. You can save this on a pen drive, all kind of things.
Yeah. I could hear the excitement in your voice, boy.
So for me, I'm looking to apply my robotics from this opportunity that Dr. Neil gave me into maybe like things like in university as aviation. I'm going currently to study that after this, like a bachelor's in science in aviation. And I'm
Nice.
hoping to apply this robotics building technology into maybe my career for a company called Lockheed Martin. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So those companies, I'm maybe hoping to like apply my knowledge that I learned here in the Robotics Association, and maybe make St. Kitts and Nevis proud as a person who went to Lockheed Martin. So yeah.
That'd be awesome. Tao?
Yeah, for me, I think it's mostly about pushing myself. I don't really have a background in robotics. I'm kind of in technology. I've been programming since I was a little kid. But when I joined the society, and you're around very, very intelligent
I like
people.
that word, the society. Go ahead.
When you're around very intelligent people, I kind of realized pretty quickly, like, I don't know anything. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Because that's really the only way to push yourself, is to surround yourself with people smarter than you, more experienced. So I think just in general, like as a young person, it's very good to have some sort of experience in a creative field. And this is very creative because it's literally built from scratch. You come up with an idea, and I've literally seen them build it from on the board to, actual physical thing, which is very impressive. And so I'm learning a lot just being around these people. It's very rewarding. So.
All right. And I think that's something that people underestimate. We think of STEM and we think of engineering, robotics, programming. We think of it as a very technical exercise, not realizing that it's really a combination of both creative and technical skills that come together to create. But once we start talking about creating, then obviously it's a very creative exercise.
I think that's why it's called STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Mathematics.
Right.
So it's a group of skill sets. So as Petrina said, that it's not necessarily about building the robot only.
Right.
But during the process, you're learning several skill sets. You're learning how to work in teams. You're learning how to do public speaking. You're learning different tasks. You're learning how to actually create gears, something that you probably would have never thought before. You're learning how to code. So a number of skill set is coming out as they actually build the robot. So that is why we actually is excited about it, because we are actually doing the actual work on the ground to prepare you to actually function.
Well, I mean, I am, for one, very excited about what you guys are doing.
Same.
And I know there has been some talk about it. We just came out of election. It was part of it. I actually saw that you guys met with the Prime Minister. So there seems to be a real interest in what you guys are doing and perhaps how this could contribute to overall national development. Based on what you've heard and the conversations that you've had, are you encouraged by the outlook of the nation and the persons in the policymakers for what it is that what you guys are involved in could do to contribute to nation building?
Yeah, as you know, we have what is called, excuse me, the St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics Association.
Right.
Ty is having me thinking about the St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics Society now. but we have the Robotics Association, so we met the Prime Minister, we met Honorable Congress Maynard, and so the discussion was about the team, and then it led us into to see how the association can actually do training on a more larger scale. The association has about 12 different mandates that we hope to achieve. We have achieved a few of them so far, and we turn them into annual events. One of the ambitious moves that we have in mind, and we are working towards very, 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 very closely, is to see if we can actually have a complex, a STEM complex in St. Kitts and Nevis. And I think it would be an excellent idea to have a STEM complex. This complex where you have training young people are doing, science, technology, arts, and we invite different countries to come, just like how we are traveling overseas to meet all these countries. We bring all of them here and we do the same thing. And we have training on an annual basis. So I'm seeing the association, pinpointing in the right direction. Where the administration is concerned, based on the conversation right now, it is very encouraging. So we are, waiting to see how things play out, but it's very encouraging so far. The Prime Minister seems to be very willing to work with, with us and the team. He was very excited before and now. Right. So he's very excited. And so he would have pledged his support to the association to see how we can get the nation moving forward.
Well, speaking of support, as we we're coming down to the close, but speaking of support, how can the general public support one the association, but also the team as you guys prep and compete in the upcoming competition?
Well, as a matter of fact, we actually call on all private sector agencies to actually support the robotics team. Not only in go team, but financially go team. Right. So in both ways. So we actually seek support from all the entities. For the public, we just want the public to actually follow us on our social media pages, leave some positive comments, for the young people to see what's happening. And we encourage the schools to make sure you be a part of the Robotics Association. We have close to 300 members, I think, nice. So far. So we are growing really, really fast, but we still seeking for persons to join the association. The normal way to join the association is to go on sknra.org. However, the site is being maintained right now. They are updating the site. So as soon as the site is alive, I'm asking persons to come join. And it doesn't matter what age group you are. We have persons who are...
So I could join
50,
too?
Of course.
Well,
yes. Yeah, we have...
something right.
We actually have Deloitte and Touche members from out of, I think it's Trinidad or Barbados.
Okay.
You're right. So they are actually members. We have, Ross University, who is a part of what we're doing. So we encourage members to come on board and to see what is actually happening. The benefit that a lot of the young people, and I just want to put this in, the benefit that a lot of the young people are receiving from this is, especially the ones who are traveling overseas to university. Once they put on the application form that they're a member of a robotics association, right, it boosts the entire application.
Right.
And I remember a student telling me that they had on the application form that they're a member of a robotics association. And the school was asking them, whether or not, if that's a real thing, if they're really a part of a robotics association coming from the OECS region.
Right.
And they said yes, right? And so it's something that is positive and actually encouraging, and something that is practical. I think that's the most important thing. It's practical because it's happening. It's not something that we're just talking about.
Right.
We are hoping to do robotics. We are doing robotics. We have been doing it for the last 5 years. I
Right.
feel like I'm getting older. But for the last 5 years, we've been doing this thing continuously. And so we want to continue it. And that is why we formed the association to see if we can open the robotics to more young people within St. Kitts and Nevis.
Yeah, but don't worry about the time passing, man. I feel like you've already engineered something to keep yourself young. Because since I know you're an agent.
Right?
Yeah.
Since I know
That's what they always say, you know.
Yeah. But in terms of the participation in the actual competition, and is there plans for it to be streamed, to be online? How do we need to look at any of it?
Yes, First Global do have a stream, and so as soon as that stream is made public, then we will then let you guys have it exclusively.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Right, so you guys have the stream, so you guys can see what St. Kitts and Nevis is doing. When we're in Dubai, it was streamed, and CNN pick up St. Kitts and Nevis, so they were featuring St. Kitts and Nevis for a while, because we're actually the energy in the room, because whenever we travel overseas, we are the energy.
I think it's people.
Of course, so right now, every time we are there, people are asking, "What if St. Kitts and Nevis is coming?" And we say, "Yeah, we're here." So we make sure that we're known, whenever we travel to represent St. Kitts and Nevis, especially in the area of robotics, which is not conventional for us here.
Well, I am definitely looking forward to what you guys produce, and actually looking forward to the interview after you guys win, and get back here on Island, so you could jump up and go and battle with y'all.
As a matter of fact, I think we'll be planning perhaps to have a dinner after, so we can invite you guys to come.
That'd be awesome.
So, yeah.
I shall be there.
I'll have to get Thai or something. I have to take a nice butter. I can't let Dr. Neil show me up here.
You know.
Someone is actually asking what happens to past team members, and do they continue to participate?
Yes, so you're right. That is why we have the Robotics Association.
Right.
So to have the past team members as executives. So we have about 8 executives a part of the Robotics Association. We have 5 board members, and we have close to 300 members. So most of the executives are actually past members of the robotics team. Right. Some of them would have left Ireland this year. So Mr. Sanjeev,
because Sanjeev
he's in college now.
Too.
Yeah, in Canada. We have Jermila Henry, who is actually, she left I think a few weeks ago. So she's in Taiwan, I believe. And you have Xavier Shaw, who is actually running his own business, and he's an executive for the Robotics Association. We have Jervik Lapsley, who is still a member of the Robotics Association, even though he's working. So we have a number of them. And Naeem Richard. You see, I should not be calling names now. I get myself in trouble. so most of them would have taken up the executive role, and even though they are overseas, they are still a member. They're still members of the Robotics Association.
Right.
So if they should, call on us, hey, we need a letter of recommendation. We just asked Mr. Shaki Benjamin, who is the executive director, to prepare the letter and send it out to make sure it's reached them. So we actually formed the association for that reason. So we don't just have the students participate and then
that's the end of
it.
the
No,
right.
So we do that. And whenever we have events, because one of our events was the underwater drone event, which is a new event I think is that we had recently. And the past members, they were the judges, and so forth. And what we have done also, for the past members who would like to attend the events, we actually recommend that they apply as volunteers to travel. So First Global, in most cases, they will cover all the expenses for them to come. Sometimes not. Sometimes I have to figure out how to get it done. So we try to get them back involved. But the most important thing that we try to do is to encourage them to look into STEM-related businesses. Right. So look in STEM-related businesses. So you have learned all the skill set. So let's put it into a business practice. Right? I'm sure you're probably familiar with Akan.
Yeah, Akan.
Yeah, with Alpha Aerials. That came out of the robotics program at the college, where we encourage him to, hey, we want to, further. Don't just have it as a thing that you would like to do.
A hobby,
Yeah, but push it a bit further. So we encourage that kind of approach. We do have some other cutting technology coming soon to St. Kitts and Nevis in the STEM-related field. So I'll surprise you guys with that one.
Yeah, man, we're looking forward to you guys coming back. And just as we wrap up, for persons listening, could you give us the social media pages as well as the web address?
So the website is sknra.org. It is being maintained right now, so in a few days it should be up and running. We're on Facebook. Just type in SKNRA and you're good. And SKNRA is for all our social media pages, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, all of them.
So that's the abbreviation for St. Kitts Nevis Robotics Association, guys.
Right.
Type in SKNRA and you'll get all the information that you need to.
Right. And if you have any questions for us, you can go on Facebook and send us some messages and we will actually respond. Somebody's always there to actually answer a question. So
Awesome.
if you want to know how to join, if you want to know anything related to STEM, we will answer the question. If you want to donate to us a few $1 million, no problem.
Of course.
Right? Just send us a message and I'll be present.
Nice, of course you will. Of course you will. Well, guys, it's been a real pleasure hanging out with you this morning. Looking forward to what you guys are going to achieve. Of course, they're going to turn it up, Jane.
Listen, I just want to hear that they win, and that's that.
Yeah. But, we really appreciate what you guys are doing, and be sure that a lot of us recognize how important what you guys are doing is, not only to you guys, but also to the nation on a whole. And Dr. Neil, big up yourself. Keep doing what you're doing.
Indeed.
And to all the other members of the Robotics Association, big up yourself. Akan! Big up yourself, brother. Well, guys, thank you so much. Look forward to talking to you when you get back.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, time to leave. We gotta go. We gotta disembark. We gotta get out of here.
We got things to do, people to see, places to be.
Telling you. Not really, but.
No, yeah, but
No, I got things to do today. I got things to do today, Jade.
Oh, yeah. I don't tell you.
I just hope the current come back when it's supposed to come back, because I've already been getting reports that the current coming back are 3 and 4 hours later. People on Skellig page cussing. Watch, Skellig, we love the fact that you give us these the updates and the thing, but you're gonna have to stick to it. If you tell us it coming back 7, please bring back 6:59
by 7:01.
Yeah. Thank you so much. yes, right, boss. Bless. But yeah, guys, we gotta go. We gotta leave, and I appreciate everyone who tuned in today.
Of course.
Whether you joined us on one of the digital platforms, big up yourself. Those of you who managed to listen to us on the radio, we know some areas may be getting some trouble with the radio, but we apologize for any inconvenience.
Hopefully we could have that rectified.
But that's why we're streaming, Jade. Check us online. Check us online.
You all know, like, to see our faces. Look at these faces. Look. I just stab you in here.
Them things, as a man, you're not accustomed to them things.
You never flinch, it's true.
Yeah, as a man, you're accustomed to them things. You're accustomed to get stabbed by eye nails. Come on. That's normal. But guys, we really appreciate you being a part of what it is that we do here. And trust me, we don't take it for granted. All you guys who comment on the live, all the callers who tried to call in and didn't get in.
Yes.
Big up yourself one time.
Man. The phone lines will be back when someday.
Yeah, someday. But guys, please, especially those of you who watch online, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, on our social media. And really
follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, really help us to build this thing into something amazing.
Indeed.
Amazing. But Jade,
we gotta go.
So guys, please remember to learn from the losses of others. Please, guys, remember to spend more time living your content than posting it.
Please.
Guys, also remember that the women who are small-minded just need some exposure. That's all I need, Jade.
Sure.
That's all I need, Jade. Some exposure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Expand the horizons, Jade.
Expand the horizons.
Okay, if I'm in here. But please remember, you can't be everybody's cup of tea, because you is not a mug.